most people in the city knew me because of the basketball that I played. So I played basketball, so and then I played hardball, softball, both. And so I was outside of the house and I was throwing up this hard, I think it was a pool ball. And I was just catching it. I just throw it way up and I was just running and catching it. And I didn't miss one. I threw it up 50 times. And then my dad came out and he said, Stefan, he said, well, that's a hard ball you got. He said, now, you go put that ball away so that you don't break no window. And I said, oh, okay, Dad, I do it. And he politely or gently bagged up and I said, let me throw one more time. I threw it up. And that ball started traveling and traveling and traveling. I'm running and I reached out with the glove and whoop, it hit and it bounced right over to his car and there goes the windshield. And my dad walked out and he said, boy, go get me a switch. And I said, wait a minute. I said, Dad, he said, boy, go get me a switch. And I told you 10 minutes ago, stop throwing that ball up. And I stood right there, because I sat and watched you, and you heard me, but it went right in and out of the other ear. And he said, go get me a switch. And I brought this little switch and he said, boy, go get me a switch. And so my switch wasn't big enough, so he went and got it. And so my mother called me and she said, come here, baby, come here. She said, go put on another pair of pants. And she said, I'll meet you in the back. But she said, but you go put on 2 pair of pants. So my daddy starts spanking me, right? And he said, boy, how many pair of pants? Because he couldn't grab me. He couldn't grab me. He said, how many? And then my mom walked in and she said, okay, Leroy, that's enough. But he already done. But you see what I'm saying? But I heard him, but it went in one ear and out the other. And that's what disobedient is. You hear it, but you just won't do it. Yes, sir.
And brother, that rejection, that's New Testament teaching, that rejection there's an eternal damnation.
Eternal damnation.
Which is hell.
Which is hell.
Which is a separate amount.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. He says it.
Okay.
He says it. Well said. He says it. He said it would be more tolerable in the day of judgment for the people in Sodom. Look at that. I'm reading and studying this back because it's been 7 years since I look at it. I said, Lord, look at this. Okay, verse number 23. He says, and you, Capernaum, who has exalted to heaven, will be brought down to, what you say, down to hell. He said, for if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until the day. Jesus said otherwise, in other words, God would not have burned it down if they would have heard what these people heard and saw what these people have seen. And he said Sodom and Gomorrah would have stood even at this day. Now, can you imagine that Jesus healing a man, and a man haven't seen anything, have never saw nothing in his life, and Jesus goes and spit on the ground and make clay and put it on the man's eyes and tell the man to go and wash. And now the man comes back and he said, I see man's looking like trees. And they saw this.